ridiculously big. Just fucking, like, I was watching it because I illegally downloaded it.
Oh no! We talked about this before.
Okay. I downloaded it on Pirate Bay, and
the Pirate Bay.
It got leaked because they only showed it at Comic-Con in San Diego.
Right.
And so I downloaded it, and I was just watching it, and I was like, okay, it's just showing, devastation and destruction and blah blah blah, and then it's showing like these giant holes in buildings, and then it's just like at the end they did a quote from Oppenheimer about creating a nuclear bomb or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I am become death, destroyer of worlds, and then it just shows like the shadow of him, and you're just like. And he looks even bigger on my movie theater screen.
Well, your movie
so like, I had to watch it. I had to watch it on my laptop just to be sure he was as big as I thought he was. It has to be. He's that big.
There was a leaked visual effect too of him, like he walks by a skyscraper and he looks in the window or something like that, and it looked like a finished. Yeah, they're pretty.
There's a lot of. This is just a lot of Jameson.
Might have mixed this incorrect.
All right.
Yeah.
So Brandon, like I said, has a DJ name.
Gotcha.
Wait, are we recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Welcome to the Destructive Gaming Podcast! This week we're going to go by awesomeness of hair. We're going to start over here.
It feels like we do this every week.
What?
This thing, this podcast.
The gathering thing?
Yeah.
Which is weird because we all did it at once.
Yeah.
No, guys.
What?
Okay, I've never been on this, but as far as awesomeness of hair goes,
Second place goes to, for the first time on the podcast ever, Brandon! That's Brandon, in case nobody understood me. Third most awesome, this one!
I know. Look at the color that I have in my hair. Come on. Look at this orange.
It's kind of, it's like your hair fades through the purple into your shirt.
Yes.
Yeah. And Mike, I don't have any hair.
yet.
Yes. It'll come in.
Yeah.
Down in.
Totally
Someday.
grow in.
Mike, you're at that age. You're at that age and stage
I'll find it.
where hair is going to start to grow in strange places. It's going to change. And you're going to start to like girls.
How deep is my voice going to get then? Holy shit. I'm turning into Barry White Jr. now.
In all seriousness,
You did.
Is it getting to be too? It's getting pretty out of control.
He thinks
right?
he needs to get his haircut.
It's getting out of control.
No.
The hair's getting out of control.
You have a lion's mane. You need to let it flow.
Yes. You're Samson, sir. If you cut your hair...
I don't know, man.
If you cut your hair...
You lose your film-editing ability.
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ.
I never thought of that.
You need to let
You're
it
gonna
grow.
grow it really like way longer, and then you can start putting it ponytails.
I see. That's
Like,
that.
when?
You just put a ponytail part.
And you can bring small animals into it.
Don't listen to me.
She wants to pee. You're so funny, boy.
Give me the lid here.
Oh,
I need
you
to
have the lid.
I don't know. I got the lid. I'm just talking to myself.
Okay, what game is
This is what we're munching on today.
This is phase 10. Draw 10 cards.
I'm gonna move this. This is
Yeah, here, give this.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon.
That should have been earlier. I apologize.
Just draw 10 cards.
Today's episode is brought to you by Pretzels.
Yeah.
No, pretzels are on every week. Pretzels are on every week.
I just draw 10 cards whenever. Oh, look at that! Taking your cards.
Get that. Big watch.
Okay, there we go.
Got 10?
Alright, so basically what you do is go down the list. We played phase 10 before, we played it incorrectly, so I'm going to play it again. You, rungs don't have to be the same color. Thank you, Internet.
I don't understand.
What you try to do is you go through each set. We're going to start on set 1, everybody's going to be on set 1. And then you reach your set, means 2 sets of 3, mean, like, you need 3 6s and 3 7s or something.
It's got to be numbers.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Set means the same number.
Okay.
Okay. And you lay those down all at the same time. You try to get 2 sets, lay them down at the same time, and then you're going to try to go out, get rid of all your cards. And when that happens, whoever hasn't finished their phase gets left behind. And we start over.
So with the 2 sets of 3, Do they have to be the same color and same number? Or
No,
just
no,
same
no.
number?
The only thing that has to do with color is the one that actually says color.
What's the fuck is the point of the colors then?
There's one that says one color.
Yeah, but that seems really lame. Don't
There's
you?
one that said. Brandon, there's one that says one color.
In case you want to play along at home, that's my hand.
Do I show him my hand?
If you want.
I'm not gonna let anybody fucking cheat on me. Alright, let's get started.
Mike.
No, he's gonna go. She's gonna go forward in time.
Since you won last week, you get to go first.
Great. What do I do?
I think that's.
Pick off the top. What are you staring at? Oh, I had fake blood on today, so I might have random red spots on my hands and face.
Your eye, like you got
Yeah, right out of my eye.
We were a little bit worried about aneurysms.
I'm just not getting good blood flow.
So,
Pick up.
color or number? Can I
So
match
what do we
it?
do with that card?
You're
I have
working
to-
on 2 sets of 3. You
I
want to
know
make
that. But to lay a card down, can I get rid of a card that's blue? Or does it have to
It
be
doesn't matter what
three?
you get rid of.
Doesn't matter what you do.
Doesn't matter what you get.
I'm so confused.
You draw a card and then you get rid of a card.
I will now draw a card.
And you can draw from the discard pile too.
I could draw from the discard pile.
Okay,
But
so-
now I will get rid of a card.
There you go.
Okay.
First topic. Tim Burton has agreed to direct Beetlejuice 2.
Oh, kill me now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Michael Keaton's also in. He's going to be reprising his role as Beetlejuice.
Quick question. What has Michael Keaton done in the past 5 years? What has anyone seen?
He's having a bit of his own. He's got a bunch of new movies coming out. He's trying to
Porn.
restart his. He's having his second renaissance. His
Yeah, but that's
career
stuff that's
renaissance.
about to come out. What's he done in the past 5 years?
Fuck all.
He was in that. It was either a made for HBO or made for Showtime movie.
Larry David's movie. Larry David's movie that
Yeah,
came
he
out.
was in that.
As just himself, though, right? I mean,
No, it was a good character. Well, he's. It was.
And Michael Keaton,
Michael
everything
Keaton,
sort of.
It's all mixed up.
Minus Beetlejuice, that was a character he was playing.
Right.
When do I play
I
my
want to see
set of
Beetlejuice as Batman because that would have
Your
been.
turn. Your turn.
When do I play it?
Your turn.
do you have to lay them all down at the same time?
What?
Your sets of 3.
Yeah, you have to lay down everything from the face at the same time. Go ahead.
Okay.
Chad.
Oh, I get it now.
No. Go ahead. You're saying something.
No, I was saying that I want to see Beetlejuice as Batman. 'Cause I think that would be awesome.
That's just sick.
That would be a good time.
Was Michael Keaton the better Batman? Not counting
No.
Christian Bale.
No.
In the joke Batman.
George Clooney was the best.
No.
George Clooney first, Val Kilmer second.
No.
When
Because of the hotness.
when they're going through that whole thing
That was
of
Michael Keaton.
when they're going through that whole thing of
Why are you playing again?
Because she's not your turn.
Go. She cheats.
So, do you want this 6?
No, I don't want that.
God damn it, Dorothy.
Wait, I do want that.
Just
Give me that
don't
6.
cheat.
Give me that 6.
No.
I want that. That's my 6. I want it.
There, you can have it. No. When they're going through that whole bullshit with Ben Affleck being cast,
Oh, yeah.
somebody asked George Clooney, "What do you think?" No, it's
Why can't I
it's a
do
6
that?
and a 9.
That's a 6. You told me that was a 6. You guys lied to me. I don't want it anymore. You guys cheated. Fuck all of you.
When they're going through that whole bullshit with Ben Affleck, somebody asked George Clooney, "What do you think of the casting?" Because they were asking fucking everybody who's ever attached to any Batman ever.
Okay.
And he goes, "I almost ruined the character. Why would you care?"
Are you discarding?
I did it.
Are you discarding your 9? Then
Oh, do I do that?
You didn't need to discard.
Yeah, discard that.
Okay, yeah.
Because I just want to go. That's all I'm asking.
Okay,
Not
go.
that if I can go.
Jesus Christ,
Good
no,
job.
just
Good job.
go.
Good job.
Tried to stop me, and you tried to stop
The
me.
thing I really wanted to talk, and it's written by who?
The guy that wrote the article, or the guy that wrote the Beetlejuice movie?
The guys that are writing the Beetlejuice movie wrote Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, and Dark Shadows.
Ew.
But
Oh.
this is one of those movies that if you watch it now is still pretty good. Beetlejuice 1.
What the hell is that shit?
Yeah.
It's-
Oh,
it's-
wow, okay.
What the hell is that bullshit? You did the thing. All right.
That's why you're supposed to split them up like that, Dorothy.
Oh, my mistake.
You confused people.
Thank you, professional, for
I've
helping
never
me
played
figure
this
this
game
out.
before. I don't know if you knew that.
All right. Now we need to go out quickly.
Well,
So what
here's the other
happens
thing
now?
about Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter
Oh my
is
God.
part of the book,
What
didn't need to
happens
see
now?
the movie. The book was surprisingly
We're trying to go out
really
before
boring.
he says
Really?
We already went
Yeah,
out.
here's the crazy thing. You
We're trying
would
to get rid
think
of all
something
of
like Abraham
But I already got rid of
Lincoln would be fascinating. I mean,
So I have to play 2 more sets of 3.
But the guy that wrote it actually did like
But I have to play 2 more
some
sets of
really
3.
specific
No, you can play all
historical
of these.
detail,
Oh,
and it got
right.
surprisingly boring. I
Like,
don't.
we've made the story too rich and
It
too
wasn't even
detailed.
like
Maybe
I
what
can't
else?
explain. Is it maybe that
Or
I
I
just
could play
don't
my
know that
own,
much
right?
of
Oh, yeah.
Abraham
So I
Lincoln.
could be like,
Perhaps. Or the Civil War. You don't have a thing.
Well,
You gotta get
I
your
will
car
say
back.
to the side of that is the
Oh, well, in that
Pride
case,
and
shit.
Prejudice and Zombies.
No, we're out.
You know what I mean?
Fuck Chad.
I thought it would be really good. I love Jane Austen's
I killed Chad!
but it really wasn't that amazing.
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
That's the kind. That was the book that kicked off the whole.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln, Zombie
Abraham-
Hunter, whatever.
How many years ago was that? I remember that because I remember that phase that happened in
Yeah, that was like
literary works.
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
What happened?
That weird little phase in literary
Smashing
works.
classicals
Oh, yeah,
together
yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
like
With,
you
like,
know
crazy
horror
genre
genres.
stuff.
Yeah.
There's phases like this
Heard
that
that.
everyone goes through. Like, thankfully, we're escaping the vampire age. But
I like vampires.
Vampires and zombies are never going to leave us. Not while we're all still alive.
okay, we're escaping the wuss shitty vampire phase.
There you go, that's better.
The wuss.
I don't know. They got that new show coming out, Dracula.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come on right after Grimm, and it just
What's
looks
his name
fucking
in it?
awful. And I have no desire at all
Well,
to see
hopefully-
it.
And it's that guy from
From Tudors or whatever.
yeah, Tudors.
You know what else is coming out?
Who's so ridiculously, like, terrifyingly sexy. Look at him in Dracula.
You're like,
This
whoa.
happens to you too.
There's
And
a-
you too.
there's a movie-
Then you're just like, no.
There's a movie coming out called Frankenstein. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. But the guy that's the Frankenstein is the guy that's playing the monster. So they're like, oh, Frankenstein, but Frankenstein is not the monster.
No, it's not.
It's the doctor, and
Dr.
people
Frankenstein.
fuck that up. Then like I watched the show. It's basically and if it'll give you a hint of how it's going to be, it's from the guys that did Underworld. Yeah.
You know, the first Underworld wasn't that bad.
What was it?
So there's gonna be a really hot chick in tight leather.
Probably, most likely.
All right.
But also, the guy that's playing Frankenstein or the monster, I can't remember his name, but he's a really good actor. And I was like, oh, wow.
Hugo Weaving.
Wouldn't it be crazy if it was Kenneth Branagh? Like trying to reprise his
Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton. This is one of his Renaissance.
Viggo Mortensen.
I was just talking about this is one of those movies that this is one of the Beetlejuice was such a great movie.
Haven't seen
Don't
it.
ruin it. You haven't seen Beetlejuice?
Nope.
Oh,
That's pretty sad.
Fair enough.
Stop this right now. Go and watch it.
Yeah, I've not
And
seen
then
it
come
either.
back. Okay, go ahead.
Aaron Eckhart is going to be in I, Frankenstein.
What the hell?
Yeah, I know, sad, right?
Oh,
But anyways, continue about Beetlejuice, which is apparently a great movie.
it's quite good.
It's quite good. It's quite funny. But it's one of those movies you don't need. It wraps up very nicely. You know, it puts a little bow on itself. And there's never... We don't need it.
So we get 10
I mean,
cards
what-
again, right? We get 10 cards? Or do we get 20?
We still get 10 cards.
10? Okay.
So, I'm assuming this has to be like a totally new story. Like somebody else says Beetlejuice's name 3
Yes.
times, and it comes. So,
What was that chick's name in the movie?
Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder. There you go.
no Winona Ryder, no.
Is she doing prison time or something?
Who was the dude in it? Bill Pullman,
Yes,
Yeah, Bill Pullman.
and
That is correct.
No, you're on number 2.
Bryan Cranston's in it.
You're still on number
the chick from.
He brings legitimacy to every
chick
movie
from
that
Longest.
he's in.
Go for chick from Longest.
Gina
Longest-
Davis. Gina Davis.
is in it. Okay.
I can
Side
take
note,
that or
I
not.
get mistaken
Yeah.
for Gina
Okay.
Davis every now and then.
So a round of 4 is
That
like
doesn't shock me.
4 cards in a row, right?
Yeah, 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6.
Okay, gotcha.
a
I just
set
had
of
to be
3.
sure.
A run of 4.
But I still
A
have
run
to
of,
do.
oh, you're right. A set of 3, a run of 4.
And then like 3, 4, 5, 6.
I still
Yeah.
have to do 2 sets of 3 because
Yeah, Chad.
bitches.
Yeah, Chad.
It's okay.
Anyway, I'm trying to decide who thought this was a good idea.
For what? The movie?
We've gone over this topic a couple of times. Who thought this was a good idea?
I mean, I get it. I mean, you want to make some money. They're dependent on tentpole films these days. you go back to the tried and true. I guess I understand. That doesn't mean.
My problem is there's plenty of people with new ideas that just don't have the means to make those ideas happen. So Hollywood relies on, like you said, those tentpole films. Like, oh, this has been done before. Let's just put a new skin on it and do it again.
And it's a weird philosophy too, because if you don't give something new a chance, you're never going to have a new thing to make a tentpole.
And we could argue there is nothing new, but there's different at least.
There hasn't been new stories to be told in probably 20 years.
The basic
That's not
they're
true.
all there.
I was born 22 years ago. Oh shit, you said 20 years. So I am oh, you said 200. So I am a new story. And that happened 22 years ago.
Why is there only one? Did you fucking skip Chad?
What?
Yes,
No.
she did.
Why would I do that?
God, 'cause she's a skipper.
I'm just waiting for Chad to go.
You just put that card down.
No, that was there.
No, it wasn't. It was a 5.
I just watched you do that.
Proof of that?
Yeah.
We have cameras.
What?
As I want to talk about, I don't want this to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. This is yet another in a long line of no, asshole, put it back. He's doing it.
I'll stop.
God damn it, people.
Well, tell
Is
the
it my
record,
turn?
she did it first.
No, it's
you
not.
You could skip.
No, it's not.
That's consequences for your actions.
Fine. About to go
Okay, now it's your turn.
Okay.
So anyway, your point is, you're saying
This is just yet another long line of sequels that never needed to fucking happen.
So true. So true. Beautiful.
Unlike-
Tied up beautifully.
Right. Unlike a sequel to The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai, that needed a sequel.
That probably needed. That needed a prequel.
Good point.
That needed some sort of setup.
Or Remo Williams' The Adventure Begins, okay?
Fucking Remo.
It began and then it just stopped, okay? It began, but we needed a sequel. We needed a third one. It needed to be a trilogy. It's Remo Williams' The Adventure Begins, people.
I feel like I read some.
Fuck!
Well, I feel like I read somewhere where that was supposed to happen. Like they never meant to make a sequel, and they just said Adventure Begins because
okay.
that movie is
That's funny.
that movie is that way.
I love that
It's
one.
like making the
It
second
was so
Thanksgiving,
awful. It was
Thanksgiving 3 in space.
Yeah, there's no Thanksgiving 2. There's just Thanksgiving 3. I actually think those movies are pretty funny too.
I can't bring myself to watch them. It's, I don't know.
All right, next topic. Breast milk attacks HIV.
What?
Perfect.
Oh, this is the little kid.
Yeah, well, no, that's related, but this is.
So you're telling me that if I had AIDS, which I do not, clearly,
Everyone has AIDS.
I could suck at a pregnant woman's titty
I think it's teat at that point when they're pregnant.
and get breast milk, and they would fight my AIDS.
If you had AIDS.
That's what you're saying.
If, just hypothetically.
Because I got some people that would like to know that.
Self-edit.
What's the self?
They found
Self-editing myself,
Oh,
sorry.
Don't do that.
they found a component in breast milk that attacks and kills the HIV virus.
Yes.
It's called tennicin C, or TNC for short. They think if they can, the findings are
They
that
should nickname it Tennessee Williams.
it doesn't work all the time, but they started to look into it when they would discover mothers that were HIV positive that would have children, and these children would not be HIV positive. And they were like, how are these kids not getting the HIV virus? And it's that it's being killed shortly after birth thanks to the breast milk. Yes.
Breast milk.
So while they're wombing, while the kids are wombing, they have HIV because they're sharing the body fluids and all such things.
Blood.
But as soon as it's expelled from the womb,
That is the least romantic way of saying that, but thank you.
Suddenly at that point, after some breast milk,
Yes.
the HIV goes away. Okay, so if they were using formula, the HIV does not go away?
Yeah, that baby got AIDS.
That's right? I mean, that would be...
yes.
That would logically happen.
People, if you're using formula, you're killing your child.
Oh my god!
Right? I'm just asking. Did they test that, or did they not bother to test that?
It wasn't in the reading.
Okay.
But there was a related story that you were bringing up.
Oh, well, I was going to say, side note, people are selling their excess breast milk online now to people that want it.
That is very interesting.
How do you know that, Dorothy?
I read the internet.
Have you not been discarding? How many cards do you have?
Am I supposed to discard?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
No, Brandon.
that's what I was saying.
I didn't know you were supposed to.
What if you had HIV sufferers that were like, give me your breast
So
milk?
just
Now,
start
hey,
one.
does the mom have to have HIV
alright.
to have the breast milk that
And then I
doesn't,
can discard.
you know what I mean?
What?
Does the mom have to have HIV to have the breast milk that'll cure
No,
HIV?
no, it's just breast milk. Does not matter. It's just a component in breast milk that fights and kills the disease. And they're trying to figure out if
My
it's
2 sets of
usable on older people. Somebody who gets HIV when you're
Chad
20s or
actually
30s or
playing
something.
the
If it's usable or not, they do not know yet. But that would be cool.
Oh, that would be cool.
You know what the cure for HIV is? Money.
Breasts.
Got proved on South Park.
Well, that's what you've heard it here
There you
first.
go.
Got proved in real life. Magic Johnson.
It's all about money.
Whose turn is it?
It's all
Dorothy's.
about the... Oh.
Dorothy?
Oh no, we're all went out. We're done.
Oh.
Yay!
So we're on the next phase?
Yeah, next phase.
One set of four,
So-
one
So we
rock.
don't have to get rid of our cards?
If everybody goes out, no, we just move on.
Oh, okay.
So
Chad's on phase 2, we're on phase 3.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Maybe HIV is a thing of the past in the very near future.
How amazing would that be?
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
Wow.
What's the next phase? What's the next...
Testing on
Test.
adults, getting concentrated versions of the component.
Exactly.
And being able to find ways to replicate
That's
it.
my question. They got to replicate that, or, try to do it.
No, they're just going to milk pregnant women.
In a simpler world.
Rows and rows of pregnant women.
If this was idiocracy, it would totally be like,
Listen.
hey, you can make more than minimum wage.
Yeah.
That is
What?
awful.
Sign me up!
That is awful, but...
Ladies,
I would tell
if you didn't graduate from high school,
There you go.
Yeah, you can now milk yourself and sell it. Sell it online to people with HIV to cure their disease.
remember to refrigerate it.
You want to keep it at a 98.6.
Like the body.
In the body.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I can deal however I want, right? I can just be like,
Yeah, just make sure everybody gets 10 cards.
1, 2, 2.
Somebody count for
2, 3, 4.
Okay, here's the next one. That's really cool.
5, 6, 6,
Man, bring it down. Bring it down.
7,
That's really-
8.
He actually lost count.
10. Not in this count. Oh, fuck with you guys. I can resist.
Everybody counted
Okay,
cards.
so what does the fuck does a skip card do?
Right?
It skips the person that you discard it, and that skips him. That would skip him. Not that you have that card.
No.
Why would
See,
he have
guys,
that?
I don't have it.
Oh,
So, Chad, you were the last one to go out. You go.
No, I'm still on the one.
You're still on.
You're at number 2.
Numero dos.
Okay, next topic.
Yes. We're all done with
The U.S. Army seriously is developing the Iron Man suit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
I feel like that's probably just a rumor.
No, Admiral Bill McRaven, the commander of special operations for the United States Army.
Raven, that sounds like a
Yeah.
Seriously?
This is made up.
He's the admiral of special operations for the Army. They probably promoted him there just because of his name.
I think this is.
Damn you, McRaven.
I think we.
God damn you, large, big, huge.
I think we can rule that one out as not true because
that was Photoshop. Obviously.
it's McRaven.
Obviously.
Anyway, go on.
They actually put out a consent. They've been talking with different professionals in the field of robotics, engineering,
I mean, I could see it being possible.
and they're trying to make it possible. And actually, they've gone so far as to make a promotional video displaying the uses of the suit. It's very conceptual. This is not a real thing yet.
I mean, they're gonna have to call it Iron Man.
I mean, the fact that they're talking about it out loud means Iron Man exists somewhere in the world. Just based entirely on the government. The fact that they're talking about it means there's a million of these things fighting somewhere.
If the government keeps going the way it is, I mean, nothing's going to happen anyways. It's just going to get shut down. So I'm not really worried about it.
Well, the video they put out makes it look like they didn't have much of a budget, but anyway.
Well, I thought
this is what my tax dollars are going to make comic books real.
I remember reading. There's a guy who writes for Sci-Fi who's like a rocket scientist, and he will look at technology that's been.
I haven't played yet.
Listen to me. He looks at technology from different movies and then decides whether or not it could actually be done. You know what I mean? Even if it doesn't exist right now, what are the basic realities? He looked at the Iron Man suit and was like, I don't know how far, obviously, they're thinking about taking the Iron Man suit. But when I think of Iron Man, I think of him flying.
Exactly.
And
That's
they were
the
just
one
like,
component. You know?
He was like, I don't care what technology is created. It is impossible for a human being, even with computer help, to balance.
That is not one of the things that
Okay,
we're talking
good.
about.
All right.
We're talking more about like a mech
Like a
suit almost.
yeah.
A mech suit, almost. Here are the things they were talking about, and actually they had a lot of science to back all of these things up. A nanotech liquid ceramic material built in like muscles. That was
Exactly. Don't spill my drink.
that was a thing.
Say it again.
Why were you guys so excited?
Nanotech liquid ceramic material.
Nanotech liquid ceramic material.
Nanotech liquid ceramic material.
That is awesome.
Here's the point of it. It's going to. Have you ever mixed flour? And I think it's either flour or cornstarch and water.
Yeah.
And then you slap it and it becomes hard.
And then
That's what it's going to be. It's going to be laced underneath the outside skin, Kevlar skin of the suit, and on impact it's going to harden. Being able to stop bullets.
That's fucking awesome. That's
It's pretty cool.
It's awesome, Big Watch. Yes.
That's never going to happen. That's not a real thing.
On top of that,
It's science, motherfucker.
they're going to have a 360. This is very real. This is not even hard. It's going to be suited up with a 360 night vision computer.
Is it my turn?
I think so.
That works much like
So you'll have the heads-up display, and you'll be able to like
I want a
scroll
heads-up
through
display.
your.
Yeah, and it's going to work very much like the Google car.
I want a heads-up
You know what I mean?
display.
No.
I do. I won't.
Did you know
There's nothing that says I can't do that in the
There's
rules.
nothing you say. That's true. That's true. You could have fucked him in the butt 3 straight times.
No, I decided to be nice to Chad
Very nice.
and play my cards down.
That's fine.
Insanely crazy.
You could have actually hurt Chad and made me happy. But whatever.
Guys, for future reference, future Chad, I was helping you out. Okay.
Make it look good. Make it look good. Put some sparkles up in here, Chad. Future Chad. Put some sparkles.
Maybe like
up in
a
here.
halo.
By the way, future Chad, Eric has said future Chad is a dick, and he needs to back off regular Chad. Eric.
Well, Future Chad is kind of a dick.
Who's Eric?
Future Chad.
Yeah, that's a run.
Because it's a run.
He's our first follower. He's awesome.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But the next thing, and then the last thing, hydraulic movement based exoskeleton, titanium exoskeleton that will not only work. No, RoboCop will look like shit in comparison.
Yeah.
It'll not only improve speed and strength, but they're thinking all around mobility. Like people, you won't
Like
actually.
you
Oh
won't
my
ever
God.
take it off. You'll just be like, do I have to take it off?
You'll just be
Can I
a
just wear this all the
superhero.
time?
So like,
They're making the suit from the first freaking G.I. Joe movie, aren't they?
They are.
Oh my fucking
you
god.
guys realize that there's a second RoboCop coming out.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
The trailer for that.
Yep, looks fucking
pretty
awesome.
good. I want to see
It
it.
looks okay.
And Bryan Cranston's in it.
That is a lie, Brandon. Stop lying.
Bryan Cranston's in Godzilla.
I
He's
know.
in everything.
He actually is in everything. He's just such a good actor, you can't tell that he's.
Or he's
I
just a
told you
producer.
last week we talked
Or
about
producer.
it. He plays Godzilla. in Godzilla.
No.
I brought it up. It was my thing.
I claim credit. You guys just get me like 4 times.
No, Mike.
You
Oh my
are
god, we
not
did.
going.
We did. Go ahead.
Right now.
I feel terrible. Mike,
You don't feel bad.
I don't.
I don't at all.
Put down a 5.
Huh?
Put a 5 down.
Just quit sucking.
Wow. So mean.
But he's got to do his set stuff too.
Get out of my
Well, you
shit.
got him all flat.
Dorothy, you're a cheater.
I know. I mean, that's not a surprise to anyone
No,
here, is it?
What your philosophy is? What?
Cheat, man. That's the only way. I've played with the best. They
No, you
cheat to
haven't.
win.
And the
I
best
have
said?
played with the best. No, it is true.
There you go.
That was your turn?
Yeah.
God, why did we even give you a turn? That was the lamest turn ever.
Maybe if I had more turns, I could actually do something. But okay.
Dorothy, quit it! Put that shit
I
up!
don't like Brandon playing.
The
He's
fact-
on
this-
all the time.
This made me.
Why invited
This
that?
made me go to. Okay, when I was a kid, sci-fi, science fiction was cybernetic limbs and like
5, 6, 7.
little walkie-talkies you could hide in your ear, and like we had a dude with no legs running the Olympics a couple years ago. We have Iron Man being developed for the. What's another example of a sci-fi thing when you were a kid?
Right,
Like
like
something
you
that was
never thought of
sci-fi that's just
actually
out there. now.
Cell phones.
Well,
Fair enough.
Ultimately, yes. Computer.
I mean, really?
It's a
Like,
computer.
the
It's a
$6 million man.
We have
It would cost way more than $6 million
That doesn't
now.
exist now.
We can't do
Yeah,
that.
it does. You got guys with like fully articulating fake arms.
Yeah,
You
and,
do.
and actually,
I'm not saying that
there's
they look
some
human
that
and
work
lift
on
like steel
there's
and
some that
fight
work
Bigfoot.
on
I mean, they're not going to fight Bigfoot.
neuro
Boston did.
impulse.
Because that would
No,
be
no, no,
insane.
That's actually true.
Fucking
That's
Who
okay.
wants to fight Bigfoot? I
I
mean,
don't know
come
why
on.
they don't put those in Bigfoot.
Fucking Bigfoot, a big. Big.
by the way,
Because he would be unstoppable, killing machine, Dorothy.
Can I
What
move
are
on?
you thinking?
Why is
can I
that
move on to
about it?
phase 4?
Oh, we're done.
Oh, are we done
Can I
now?
move on to phase 4?
Damn it.
He's kicking
Oh,
our
my
ass.
job was to
You went up.
Yeah.
So you're
I
fine.
didn't.
Oh, great.
I'm still in fucking two.
Even though you're cheating, it's okay.
Stop skipping me,
That's okay.
please.
Chad, you're
I
out.
missed something.
I'll remind you. I'll remind you.
I have to ask you guys. I missed part of your conversation because I was going on about Steve Austin throwing down with Bigfoot. So I missed that. Well, you guys were talking about a super soldier that was a massive killing machine. What were you talking about? This sounded awesome.
I said that they should put the neurotransmitters in.
Neurotransmitting cybernetic limbs, which is a real fucking thing these days.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? If there are self-driving cars in the next 5 years, that will be a
There's
technology.
self-parking cars. It's already happened.
I'm talking about self-driving cars like Google.
Yeah.
Driving cars.
There was I read a thing very recently that said most major car companies are trying to make these now, the self-driving car.
Right.
There really is
They're
an
pushing
idea.
towards
There
that.
really is an idea in the field that this is the next thing.
Because they've realized that 40%
But-
of accidents on the road happen because of human error.
I would. It's only 40%.
I read an article about it yesterday.
I mean, if you think about it, that means you could be the whole, like,
Yeah.
don't talk in yourself. Oh, I'm talking to myself while I'm driving because I'm not driving. The car
Suddenly,
is.
an hour-long trip is just hanging out, napping in the car. Like, I would be about that. I don't have a problem with that.
The thing. Oh, God.
I don't need it to. Here's the thing. I do love to drive my car, and I like to drive it in town. But it's the long interstate trips where I would be fine with just handing it over to a computer.
Those are the ones I love. I really love long drive.
Maybe you could switch.
I thought about being a trucker for a while. I like it so much. Yeah. Anyway, I read a thing recently that was. It questioned a bunch of people from 3 different cities. It was Los Angeles, Chicago, and Boston, I believe. And so all over the country, right?
Terrible cities.
Just trying. They're like,
Sorry.
if somebody came out with a self-driving car, would you drive it? First question. 90% of people said yes. Yeah,
They wouldn't be driving.
Exactly. I would have said no.
Well, would you buy it? Basically, would you buy it? But
Slow on that fucking joke again. God damn it!
God.
Sorry, Chad.
we got to give Chad an extra 10
I'm
seconds.
kicking your ass in the game and the jokes.
Yeah, I tried to bring some nuance to this shit. Okay? God damn.
Nuance is for fools.
No, you're just bringing old on.
Nuance is not perfect.
I'll give you that one.
Oh.
That was good.
But the next question was, what companies would you want it to be made by? And Google won by like 80% to every other
They don't
company.
make cars.
Because people trust Google.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
exactly. They don't make cars.
So you would have to have a. You'd have to have
Google
a.
doesn't make phones.
You'd have to have a Google partnership. Actually, technically, they do because they own Motorola.
And you're right here. It does. It speaks exclusively for the company.
Oh, yeah.
They don't make cars, but everyone's like, yeah, we buy a car from them.
Oh yeah. Google doesn't. Yeah, Google do us right.
Dorothy, I believe it's your turn first since Chad dealt. I don't know though. I don't know how this
I don't.
works.
It's whatever. I haven't even looked at my cards yet. Yeah,
Dale.
okay, so I sent this out there. I didn't send it out to everybody. We didn't make him watch that trailer.
What trailer?
No, I meant to do that. I was gonna.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier has a trailer out now.
Daylight.
Is it on YouTube?
It is on the YouTubes. So you watch it right quick.
I can look it up right now. While Dorothy plays her turn. Wait, no, Dorothy.
I just went.
Okay, alright, so it's your turn. I gotta make sure she's not cheating.
Dad, it's a dad. No.
Is it the 227 one?
I just ate a rice banana.
Guys, everybody shush. Everybody shush.
Guys, hey, we're having a podcast here. You shush.
Step outside and watch it.
Yeah, go outside. Go outside. Go outside. He's a That trailer was awesome.
You should jump out and land the parachute. Without a parachute.
Go outside! We have to talk about
Okay,
this.
I'll watch it. I'll
Thank you.
play your turn. Are you done?
Okay. I haven't heard more.
Just play your
Thank
turn
you.
real quick, so I can go. And then I'll go watch the trailer because it'll take you guys 30 minutes.
You seem to think this is
my
my
turn?
game somehow.
You know why? Because Brandon's.
There's my turn.
Brandon's a winner and he's a competitor.
Yeah, that's true.
And when we
Yeah,
asked
it
him
is,
to be,
'cause
he's
you have to
also
do a run of
funny.
one run of
But what
7.
happens
I'm on
is-
phase 4.
What
Oh,
happens
all right,
here is that
Okay, go.
he can't stop himself.
Oh, sorry.
Oh shit.
Now he's going to step outside.
Okay, alright.
Get up.
I'll be right back.
Dad!
Oh, wait, hold on.
Do you have a key for that?
In a minute, come back! I said,
Okay.
go. It's your turn.
This trailer is absolutely insane. This is actually good that he's out there watching it. We're gonna have like
I know,
a fresh
I know.
Yeah,
like,
it will
it's
be.
gut check
Yes,
reaction
gut
to
check.
it. But that movie looks so much better than the first one. I didn't really like
Oh my
the
God,
first
I didn't
Captain
like-
America.
I didn't like the first Captain America either.
Listen. The reason they had to have they pumped out the first Captain America and the first Thor is because they needed movies first
Right.
For the Avengers.
for the Avengers to come
Yes,
out.
yes.
Now they can actually sit back, take a little time, and actually do a good job
Yeah.
telling a Captain America.
They can start
story.
exploring the
Yes,
characters now that
exactly.
they've told those somewhat boring origin stories. I don't mean to
I
be rude
hate
because
origin stories.
I love origin stories. They are the
Yes.
most fresh and exciting thing often about a character. But in this case, oddly,
Those are
not
so
much.
dull.
They were
Yeah.
weirdly dull. Here's the question I thought.
Yeah.
Watching that trailer, I
Yeah.
thought, do you think that Joss Whedon or other writers of other coming Marvel Avenger related are tying into those scripts? I mean, if you saw the trailer, it looks pretty intense.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
we're
yeah.
dealing with some moral complexity
Yeah.
here, and that's exciting.
And it's probably the most Shield centric that we'll get.
Which it should be because Captain, that's what
Yes.
he does.
Yes.
That's what Captain America does.
Will the characters from the Shield television show? I'm about
Oh,
to-
interesting. I didn't even consider that.
You know what I mean? Will they be? I don't want to.
I was actually interested in that when I heard about the television show. I was wondering, I'm like, are there going to be cameos from the big hitters? Like, is Bruce
Yeah.
Banner going to walk through at some point?
Right,
Is-
or what's his name? Agent
Yeah.
Coulson from Shield.
They can't afford these people, but they can't go, hey, can we get you for a day and
Yeah.
get you
Yeah.
like
Can we just quickly do some interlocking scenes? I mean,
Sam Jackson showed up.
Yeah.
He was in an episode.
okay. So so they're probably trying to get the rest of them. They're never going to get Robert Downey. They're never going to get Robert Downey. Even though he's doing HTC commercials, which is fucking weird.
that is really weird. And you know, it's kind of a bummer too because he was such a good Iron Man. Like, I don't know how we're going to be able to, even if they replace him in 3 years.
They'll never replace him.
They're already
Yeah.
talking about how to. I don't know how they're
Well, it's
doing
because
that.
he's quite a bit older than most of that cast.
And the thing is, he has other interests, things that he and his wife are producing and making that he wants to do more than
I
he
thought-
wants to do
Right.
another Iron Man or Avengers.
I thought he said once, though.
That he'll come back for the Avengers.
I thought he said once, though, that he loves Iron Man. He'll do it forever.
It's your turn.
I really thought that was a quote from him.
I don't think he's going to do another Iron Man movie. I believe that you're right in that he might return
He might
for an
refer for an
Avengers.
Avengers movie.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Please God, let that
That
happen.
would be nice. There's at least one more.
It was alright.
Didn't like it.
I knew he was going to come back like
Did
that.
you see the
I
first
knew
Captain
it.
America movie?
What?
Did you see the first Captain America?
Did you say Captain America? You just Freudian slipped Captain America. I like it.
What did you think of the first one?
I thought that it was lacking, to put it mildly.
Yeah.
That could have been such a good story too, because his World War II stuff is actually really cool.
Yeah.
Because he was in a unit with Wolverine.
I guess.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
that would have been
World War
cool.
II is so over mine.
I'm done. It's like, oh wait, no, I gotta discard one too, right?
That'd be helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Discard. Or you can play the hers too.
Well, I can't.
Okay.
So.
Ah!
But we're just killing
You guys are
it.
doing great.
I finally get.
No, okay.
Oh, no.
In all honesty, I
Fast
really
food,
did.
finally.
I really did like that trailer. I really did.
Do you not think the movie will be that?
I don't know.
That's
Do
a
you
good
agree
question.
though that trailer implies a lot of moral complexity that we did not see in the
Yes,
first Captain
correct,
America?
yeah.
Which
It
is
implies-
exciting.
it implies
You
that-
can't have moral complexity in Nazis.
I know that you're absolutely right about that.
Yeah, I
Swap
agree.
is
that-
wild with this too. Is that legal?
I agree that it implies that you're actually going to get into the humanity of Captain America and him having to actually make moral decisions that may
Right,
not
and-
necessarily agree with what he's
That's what I'm saying.
banging
That's exactly
Scarlett
what I'm
Johansson.
what his
saying.
50s style beliefs are, or 40s, I guess pre World War II.
You just drop it preemptively. Just discarding before you drop.
I just stepped in totally without thinking about it.
That's something.
Alright.
So what else?
God damn it!
What are your other thoughts?
Okay.
Okay.
Damn
Looks like
it.
it's a 1 to 3.
Jesus Christ.
I will say as far as that. Okay, like for instance, I didn't read a lot of the Captain America comic books. The comic books I read was like X-Men, and then I didn't even read a lot of them because my dad had gotten rid of most of them. So
You had anti-comic book parents?
well, no,
He
he
had a
loved
bunch of
comic
them,
books.
and then he got rid of
sold them.
Oh, they were his comics.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He sold them when they moved, and so they didn't have them anymore. And so whatever I read from comic books was like just my own whatever I could find.
Whatever your
or
friends had.
Yeah, or something else like that.
I want to talk about something cool real quick after you finish your thought.
So I don't really know a ton about the Captain America by himself. I will say that the Winter Soldier though looks fucking awesome. Unfortunately, I already know the story behind it, and I'm not going to ruin it for anybody that doesn't know about the Winter Soldier. But I did like what I saw of him because it looks exactly like
He looks
does.
perfect.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And that little vignette of the fight scene in there where he flips the knife and
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
how long did you work on that?
Yeah.
No, I can guarantee that was CG. I can guarantee.
Oh yeah,
that
for sure.
was-
I agree with Chad that probably was CG, but
Yeah.
yeah.
In my head, it's practical. In my head, it's practical, and I just don't care. They worked on that for 3 weeks. And it was like 5 takes in, they're both sweating, and he does it, and they both managed to not just high five.
Yeah, they've already succeeded like 3 or 4 times before, but each time they're just like, oh my god, we did it!
It's like those trick shots about holy shit. Count those because I might have missed one in excitement.
Yeah, I need one more. No, never.
I got 10.
Never mind, I got 10.
Holy shit.
How many cards did you keep yourself? Dorothy gave herself like 15 cards.
Count to make
10,
sure.
10. I just have 10. What are we on, Brennan? Oh, Renovate.
We're on, the shitty ass one.
Run a 9 is really fucking hard.
I had a run of 8 last time.
Alright, assholes! No! No!
Fine, no, okay. Jesus.
If you're gonna do it, be less obvious about it. Like when me and Mike were passing them under the table 5 minutes ago.
You have no idea. I am all about it. I hate you. I hate you.
Whose turn is it? Who dealt?
I dealt with Mike's
Mike's
turn.
turn.
Fuck me.
Hey.
Oh, there's a wild
Yeah.
at the top. Jesus.
Oh.
Alright, well, this is the best kind of day.
I think I'm on 3 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, no, that trailer. And here's the question I want to talk about. Here's what I want to talk about based on that. This is a sequel to the Captain America movies. Yes?
Yes.
Correct.
And it looks like it's going to be better than the first one.
I would agree. Agree.
Yeah.
What are some other examples of better sequels?
Ooh.
Well, personal opinion, Aliens is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aliens is very, okay, good one. The one I had thought of is Empire.
Is that you?
It's Chad's turn.
It's my turn.
Empire Strikes Back, I think is a better sequel.
I loved Empire.
I just don't
Yeah.
like Star Wars.
Yeah.
that's your opinion and you're wrong, but
I just chose not to. I just assumed.
no.
Dorothy, I'm sorry, but the main villain's name is Darth Father. It's German.
Well,
Don't try and don't talk
I
about it.
mean, Spielberg wrote the names.
Shut up! Just shut.
Well, I mean, Lucas. Sorry, Lucas.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't get those two confused. You're gonna piss off a lot of nerds.
I'm one of those nerds, probably.
God damn it.
Sucks to suck, bro. It's because you like Star Wars.
What's another example though? Like what's some because this is not an easy thing. Like better sequels.
Yeah. Here's the thing, and we were talking about this with Dustin, especially in horror movies.
Yeah.
The first one's great. The second one tries to play off the first one, and so it sucks. And then the third was it the third or the fourth one? That's like okay, yeah, I think it's the third one, right? Because they try and which one was Season of the Witch? Halloween. Season of the Witch was the one that wasn't even really about Mike Myers. It was a complete.
It was like a candy.
Yeah, was that
commercial?
Was that
on
three or four?
That was three.
See, that's like with horror movies. A lot of times, the first one's great. The second one, they just try and play off the success. The first one, where the third one, they're like, okay,
Let's reimagine
it, and let's not suck this time.
Unless it's really cheap, like the Leprechaun movies.
In that case,
or Chucky. We talked about Chucky.
We talked about Chucky last week.
See, I disagree with that particular example because the Halloween films are about Michael Myers, and when you take him out of it, it's not a Halloween film anymore.
That is
the Halloween films are about Halloween.
No, they're about Michael.
Hence the title.
Should be about Halloween. I agree with you.
But I will say that Wes Craven's fucking awesome. But that's another.
Wes Craven is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Also, R.L. Stein.
Yeah, underrated.
He scared the shit out of me.
Underrated.
Okay.
Completely underrated.
That period, he was not in my.
He was
my child.
I know.
Like
Yeah, I get it. He was your scary
Goosebumps?
Hell yeah.
completely unrelated, but I just because it surprised me when I found the other day that R.L. Stein was still alive.
No way.
I remembered the other day that Gene Wilder was still alive, and that surprised me.
Gene Wilder's still alive?
Yeah, he's 80. Still alive. Angry old man. Not he doesn't do any interviews, but when he does one, not a pleasant human being.
I not.
Okay, she's
Gotcha.
such an asshole.
She skipped.
I thought it was my turn.
No,
You put this down. That's
No,
bullshit.
I put it down,
You put that
Dorothy.
down.
No, I put it down.
All right, well, okay. So skip me.
Wait.
No, you save it for Dorothy because she keeps cheating, Chad. Save it for her.
Brandon wants to punish me so
Skip me.
much.
All right, you're good. It's just whatever. It's just jump in.
Fine, I'm eating one of these cherries.
What?
They're good. They're not good.
They're gross.
You know, like 2 or 3, they get pretty good.
They're maraschino. That's cool and everything.
They're not real maraschino cherries, though. But
Yeah, I can't think of any other like direct sequel that.
Here's the other thing I think that the Winter Soldier does well, and that is that it includes the Black Widow. If he was carrying that movie just by himself, I don't think it would be that great.
I'd agree.
Well,
I think adding her in is nice, even if there's
who's the
not-
black guy? There's a black guy in the trailer that's got.
that is the Patriot. Let me know.
There you go.
Okay, future Chad, nerd moment. The Patriot is supposed to be a follow up to the Super Soldier program. He is hurt, and he basically becomes a cyborg.
Why do they use a black dude? I mean, not to be racist, but isn't that like?
He's just his own giant. What?
I'm just.
We're talking about Don Cheadle, right?
No, he's not Don Cheadle. It's some other black dude I saw in the trailer. Did you miss it?
Is it Shinethra? What's his name?
Yeah, skipped again.
Damn!
Shineko, what's his name?
Yeah, the guy in 12 Years a Slave. Is it that guy?
No. It's. I don't think it's the same guy. I actually don't know who. He's a younger guy, but the concept, the character of the Patriot, he wears the Captain America colors, is a SHIELD agent, starts working like that. That's who the Patriot is. But he's like in Civil War. He has a really great part because he becomes part of the rebels, and an attack helicopter with 50 caliber machine guns shoots him. But he's a cyborg, so he's like and the bullets start bouncing off of him, and they go, "Since when is Captain America bulletproof? What the fuck?"
Oh man.
Captain America isn't bulletproof.
No,
Oh,
he's a dude.
He's just like, really strong. And
He's a dude that can jump 12 feet in the air and fight with the Hulk, but whatever.
That's
He's
not
just a dude.
That's not a dude.
He's more than a dude, man.
He's more than meets the eye.
Yeah.
Now we're mixing up all of our metaphors and shit.
Okay, next thing. Episode 7, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
They've announced the writers.
It's your turn.
J.J. Abrams.
Of course.
not about the game.
We're just making it about the game.
J.J. Abrams and Lawrence Kasdan.
Kasdan
Yeah,
wrote
Kasdan, great
a lot.
Canyon.
He wrote a lot of the original stuff that we grew up
He
on.
wrote Return and Empire.
Right,
Empire.
he wrote Empire.
He wrote,
Silverado.
oh, nice.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, Raiders. I remember that.
He wrote Return of the Jedi. Empire Strikes Back. Here's what matters. He wrote Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. He is somebody who knows the Star Wars universe.
So there's a chance. You're
Raiders.
saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
There's a chance, people.
The only problem
I will
is
say it.
J.J. Abrams is still listed as a writer.
And there's always that thing, too, that he's going to try to do something like,
No.
for today's audience.
None.
Fuck that. Fuck today's audience. Write something for us.
He's gonna hold a mag light over the script and hope that shines through.
I think we should all just be grateful that George Lucas is no longer. It's a miracle to say.
Yeah.
It's true. Here's to George Lucas not being a part of Star Wars anymore.
And this kind of sounds
Thank
like
you, George, for your contribution, but you know what?
Disney
Time has passed.
owns Lucasfilm now.
I
So
know.
this is a good step. What they did was they went and got the guy who wrote Empire Strikes Back. And they're like, please write Star Wars again. And he goes,
Please. And then they were like, here's a
no,
blank check.
I bet it
Well, all right, I will then.
I bet it went, well, I don't know.
Here's $12 million.
Well, fuck you. Talk to my agent.
I'm sorry, we're Disney. What's money? Is that shit I wipe my ass with?
Can we give you a longer lifespan?
Walt Disney's still alive, by the way.
Walt would like to talk to you.
And it's Cyber Walt. They put him in the Matrix.
No, it's my turn. I was waiting for Mike, though. He didn't call me.
Oh, God.
But if he's not going to go, I'll just fucking go.
Next time you have to drink more because this is bullshit.
Do you realize how much I would have to drink in order for me to not pay
I don't
attention?
care.
Are you
It's not about the
Do
game.
you comprehend how much
I know.
alcohol I
Let's
have
talk
to
about that
ingest?
briefly. Brandon, how much alcohol would you have to drink to stop paying attention?
We really haven't, it hasn't been scientifically.
There is no amount I am the captain.
There is no amount.
That amount.
Because I'm a very competitive person.
I know that.
And so, even when I'm hammered, if we're playing, beer pong or something, sucks to suck. See, it's,
That does feel good though.
it's just very difficult for me to focus on.
And do this
Anything
anything
other than
and she says this is how it
what I'm
better
like.
will.
I don't know why that is.
Rob.
Punch. Okay.
Ow!
Go ahead.
Man, I felt that one. Whoa.
Please. Mike's got the biceps, he can handle it.
You know.
Show off the guns, Mike.
Actually, I probably could. This I bought this a couple years ago, and I think I could rip this thing.
You probably could.
All right. Bop,
What? Oh, yeah, he's behind us. That's right.
bop,
Shit.
bop. Put it out. Bop, bop. I'm a scat man. Come on.
Oh, it was funny. No, it was.
No.
It was. Fuck you. No! That's my Samsung Galaxy 3.
I'm sorry I'm distracted because I thought I brought up my booze, and it seems that I have not.
No, okay.
Damn it!
It's your turn,
It's right there, Chad.
Let's just go.
All right, I think we've handled this. Does it give you more hope for the episode 7?
It does. I feel better about it. I feel better about it, but that doesn't mean it's going to be good.
No, it doesn't mean it's going to be good.
And I want Brandon to talk about why he doesn't like Star Wars. Go ahead.
Oh, there we go.
Because it's, well, to me, I'm a person that didn't see Star Wars until I was probably I don't know, 17 or so. So for me, it was very childish.
That's just a terrible upbringing.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, I'm in that age where, you know, when you're 17, you're seeing movies that have much better special effects than Star Wars did. At the time when it came out, yeah, I'm sure. It's like Jaws.
Right.
My parents saw that, and they were like, oh my fucking god. I saw it, and I was just like...
Yeah, me too.
I just don't...
But Jaws is still great storytelling. I mean,
That's
even
true.
if the shark looks shitty, it's still such great storytelling.
I couldn't get past the shitty special effects.
And that, yeah, and that's, you know, I get it. I get it. I do.
God damn it.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
It gave me more. It gave me more.
Fuck you, Dorothy.
Fuck you, Brandon.
God damn it. Why? Guys,
Sorry.
let's bring it off, okay? Let's bring it off.
Just win, goddammit. Win. Just win. But you're winning.
Discard.
Alright, fuck yes! I'm so good at this game! What's up, Miguel?
Guys, we should have played something like Settlers of Catan or something where I can't like really like win. We're just playing.
Wow, I'm glad we didn't
We're
play
coming up.
Settlers of Catan.
We're 10 minutes from an hour.
10 minutes from now.
What does that mean? Oh.
Oh man, that's not good. We gotta go.
We gotta move faster.
No, we don't gotta move faster because we gotta overshoot the time frame by 15
So
minutes.
Every single fucking
It's not my
time.
turn.
He's got questions.
Go here.
Hypothetical of the week! Every week we do a hypothetical question and everybody does their little framework to see
Yeah.
how it goes.
Yeah.
The hypothetical this week, and I'm proud of it, it's a good one. If you could go to any point in time to learn the truth of a single mystery that haunts you, where would you go
Oh my
and
God.
what would be the mystery?
That is such a good one. That is so good.
You're just
No, I'm serious. That's a fucking great question, dude. That is a great question. I'm
What
gonna,
kind of a mystery is it?
in order to answer this question, I'm going to have to find something to open this brand new beverage I found today. It's called Dushya, whatever that is, brewery, called Jubal Ale.
Sponsor! Sponsor!
Thanks to the millions of dollars.
Sponsor!
I had to buy that beer myself.
Yeah, they gave us $1 million, and this is the equipment we decided to go with.
Well, no, I mean like later
That seems-
after they realize we're sponsoring their beer. Actually, I don't know if this will work.
It should all be GoPros.
It'll do it.
They should all be GoPro. Everybody should have a GoPro attached to their head.
That's all.
Everybody should have a GoPro attached to their head.
Cut to like my.
I can't imagine.
I was just shooting
It's like for
Yeah,
future Chad, that'd
Hey,
be fucking
but if
awful.
there was that much money, you could hire someone to do that.
True enough. True enough.
I think he just pickpocket your
Just like,
beer.
where's my beer?
Smell it, and give it back. Okay.
It's pretty good.
I got Brandon cooties.
I don't mind that actually.
That's actually called AIDS. Not HIV. Full blown AIDS.
You're welcome.
Yo,
Okay, man. Oh man, there's so many.
I just want to.
Here's-
I just want to ask you a question.
Okay.
What kind of mystery
Yeah.
are we talking about? Are we talking about a personal mystery in our personal lives?
let me-
What about,
world
like,
mystery.
right, exactly, like Bermuda Triangle.
let me give an
or-
example. Let me give an example.
Okay.
One of the ones I thought of, I was go back. There was a pilot in Australia in 1989 who vanished in flight. Over his last reports, he was actually on the radio with tower control. I think it's known as Delta Sierra Juliet. Was his call sign at the time, and it's known as
DCJ?
I'm
yeah.
guessing you
Online.
remember
Or
that.
DSJ.
I looked it up before I came here. The fact that I don't know his name is something not to be impressed about.
Delta Sierra Juliet.
But his last words were, "It's still above me. It's not an aircraft. I don't know what it is." And then it goes completely silent, and his plane disappears. They never found him.
That's some pretty awesome fucking shit right there.
He was reporting an aircraft above him, about 1,000 feet,
Not
and then
an
it looked
aircraft.
not well. At first, he thought it was an aircraft because it was too close to him. He's like, "Can you tell them to get away from me? They're 1,000 feet above me. They're too close." And then it kept lowering, and his last lines are, "It's not an aircraft. It's hovering above me."
And he disappeared.
That's it.
Holy shit.
I would go to that point and be like, Did that dude did aliens just take that dude?
Aliens just took that dude.
Or was he upside down in the plane and drunk?
Right.
There's something covering your bum. That's the ocean, you dumbass!
That's your reflection in the ocean.
It's a plane! Yes, it is a plane. It's not an aircraft. Yes, it is. It's your aircraft.
It's your aircraft.
It's your shadow.
You're about to die.
You're this close to the Earth.
I think like I'm gonna knock a couple off because they're too easy. JFK assassination, too easy to go to.
That's too
I
easy.
Too easy to
I
go
don't
to.
really know about that.
I go to that anyways.
No, just to know like
You
the
have
whole
to be
mystery,
like, think of the
like magic
circumstance.
bullet bullshit.
Don't care.
And
It's JFK.
Jesus, I'm gonna knock off Jesus.
Damn it.
What about Jesus? Is there a mystery about him?
No, like was he really magic? Did he turn into all the fish? And
He clearly was not real.
like, you know what I mean? Did he walk on water? Are you gonna go to that point? Did he like make
Was
all
he
the bread and the
actually the
fish?
Son of God?
Yeah.
Something?
No. Did he do the miracles?
Did
like,
he
You know what would happen if you did that? You'd go back in time and you get there and be like, hey, where's Jesus? Who? What?
He's an Israeli with a beard.
No. Not ringing the
Do you
bell.
mean Steve over there? Steve? He's got a beard.
Not ringing the other problem with this is do we get the
Zero, 3 BC Steve.
Do we get the ability to translate the language that they're speaking? Because, if, for instance, if you go back in time,
You know all the things. It solves all the mysteries. You can do like bullet time, slow down bullshit.
You
To
can
like,
literally go, okay, stop.
you've got a floating camera where you can see all.
Look at it.
You know it all. You know it all.
All right.
You know what's in their fucking brain.
Okay. All right.
You know it all.
Hypothetical. Go ahead, Mike.
And-
Actually, it's also your turn. But then go ahead.
I don't know which one I want. I don't know.
There's a lot of really cool ones out there that we're gonna...
Just first one that comes to mind.
Oh, the first one that comes to mind.
D.B. Cooper.
D.B. Cooper.
What happened to D.B. Cooper?
Did
He's
somebody?
the guy that jumped out of the airplane with all the money and then disappeared. Supposedly.
And there's a couple of people who think that they know who it was, or this one guy comes forward and says, I'm
because
D.B. Cooper.
he's not. That wasn't even his real name. No one knows who he really was.
It's called D.B. Cooper. Roswell's too easy, but that would be...
Roswell's pretty easy. Area 51. But that'd still be a good one. I mean, some.
I have one, but I'll wait until you guys have. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
You have,
All right.
You have one.
Yours is so awesome, it should be last.
It was 1994. I was living in Boulder, Colorado. I was walking home at 2 a.m. through the University of Colorado campus. in
I
Boulder.
lost my keys. What did I do with my keys?
I looked up,
dude, where's my car?
and there was a craft that was
Nice.
flying over a 4-story classroom building silently. It was in the shape of a triangle.
Just so you all know, Dorothy was drunk.
If I had a quarter for every time someone was like, and then you were on drugs, or you're smoking crack, I would be so rich I wouldn't even have to be at this fucking podcast.
Whoa! Hey, you would have to be at this fucking
I would be
podcast.
here anyway. It flew along the roof line, hit the end of the building, made a sharp 90-degree turn, and then flew off over the Flatiron. I would, in my hypothetical, I would love to freeze time and go, what the fuck was that? It was the size of a car, like a small, like a medium sedan.
It looked like a Pinto.
Totally silent, black,
If it was a Pinto, it wasn't silent.
but it had half globes on the
Sounded
underneath.
like
three
it
of
was
them.
dying.
They were glowing like a soft amber. What the fuck was that?
What was that?
I don't know. Was it a military craft? That's what I want to know.
Is
was
there
it
a
a military craft?
No.
I don't know.
Original drones. Could have been.
It was the size of a car. I mean, it didn't have.
So were drones.
But it didn't have airplane wings. You know what I mean? It was in a triangle shape, a narrow triangle.
It was hovering and changing directions and doing all those
It did
things.
not hover, but it was flying silently,
Silently.
probably 25 feet above me. And then, just like that.
Son of a bitch.
Wow.
All right,
And that's what I like to do.
There's my run of 9.
Brandon wins this week.
Oh,
Brandon wins.
Brandon is the winner! So it's fine.
And the only time he'll be on the podcast, just fuck this guy. Like,
No, seriously, if you guys want to have me again, next time, let's go ahead and, before we start the podcast,
It's a pre-drink.
yeah, we'll get me pre-drunk.
on.
And then we'll do it.
I'm sure you'll have very good arguments throughout the movie. I'm sure you're cognitive.
So what's your
Yeah,
point?
what's your mystery?
What's your mystery?
See, I
want to know if it was Old Man Jenkins.
I have quite a few. Now, I want to have a stipulation with this. I don't know if this is going to change anybody's, but can we change anything at all, or is it just we want to know what happened?
You just get to know what actually happened.
Okay.
You're like a ghost. You're just floating in the ether, man.
Watching it.
Man.
Seeing everything.
I feel like we need to add some mans to this.
Man.
It's a car that ran on water, man. All right. My dad will like that one. He thinks I'm a giant hippie. I actually hate
Mr.
giant
Crawford,
hippies.
no, you're incorrect.
Compared to him, he has a crew cut. He's had a crew cut since '93.
I don't know. This is tough because there's several, but like for me, it'd be more of I want to change something, but since I can't change anything, I'd kind of like to see why Hitler got rejected from art school.
I like that one.
I mean, I can't change it, but I'd really like to know like what was so horrible about his art that he got rejected and like caused this horrible.
The bit is, let me set up the bit. The writer, I'm going to go. The bit is, the guy opens, Adolf Hitler. Let's see his. Macaroni art.
Because he was a legitimate artist.
Yeah.
Like he actually, and so what did the art school person say that made him so fucking mad?
Yeah,
like, I'm going to write a book about I hate my Jews. Like what?
And then I'm going to kill millions.
Yeah, and then that happened. So that's probably mine.
Just a side note, have you ever noticed that Hitler and the Nazis comes up in literally almost
Every
every
single
podcast
one
that
of
we
these
have?
things.
You know why? It's because everyone hates the Nazis, so you can talk about them without knowing anything.
They're-
You're not going to offend anyone if you talk
Exactly.
shit about that.
Like we're gonna have somebody at home be like, "I'm a Nazi, I'm very offended. Why did you guys talk about that?"
And then everybody else goes, fuck you?
I don't like how you talk about Hitler. I'm
Nazis are assholes like that.
He was totally misunderstood.
Don't you think that maybe like he got rejected from art school because the guy actually hated Jews?
And
Don't you think maybe the art school admissions counselor was a Jew and that's why Hitler hated them?
It was a wonderful painting. It was a wonderful painting. What do you call it, Hitler? Oh, kill all the Jews. No!
and then just wrote sociopath.
We got enough of that.
Rejected. Yeah, especially in art school.
Art school,
There's
all
definitely
sociopaths.
No
They're definitely
offense,
not
Aaron, if you're
sociopaths.
watching this, you are not a sociopath.
Who's Aaron? Who is Aaron?
Aaron.
Can I offend Megan?
Aaron's
Megan,
the
you're
By the way, real quick, another nerd moment.
Oh.
I want to tell you guys this because so you all know I'm part of Era 37, and currently Era 37 is running something called the Nuzlocke Challenge, which Mike may know about, but maybe not. It is where you take a Pokemon game and you play it, but when you go through one area, you can only catch the first Pokemon you see. So you go into Route 1. If you run into a Pidgey, you have to catch it. Or Rattata, you have to catch it. If you don't catch it,
I really hate Pidgey.
you cannot catch another Pokemon in the area. Now, when you catch Pokemon, you have to nickname them, so you have an emotional attachment to them. And if they faint, they're dead. You can no longer use that Pokemon.
Fainting Pokemons.
So,
That's the name of my new band, goddammit.
They really have no idea what you're talking
Well,
about. These
fainting
two.
Pokemons.
These two have
and
really
we're
no
here
idea.
to rock you. Hey, that's awesome, man.
huh?
Tell them where they can find it.
Huh? Where they can find what?
Whatever it is that you're doing, that thing.
You can't really find it.
It's just a thing
Yeah.
they're doing.
You know, I shouldn't have brought this up to people that are...
I don't know.
Hey, Dorothy, the crypt keeper called. He wants his job back. You're too old. You don't know about Pokemon. Boom.
I was thinking Pokemon is for little kids, I guess.
It's not, though. It's really...
No, Pokemon were for little kids when I was a little kid.
Exactly. And so it has stayed.
Pokemon
Is this like those guys who have like those Rainbow Bright t-shirts on and stuff?
You're like bromances? Or
Bronies.
Bronies. You guys-
Bronies.
My Little Pony guys who do that.
Bronies. If you're a brony out there, it's not a good stupid show. You're watching a children's show. You're taking one more step to being a pedophile.
Yeah, well, that sounds cool.
You know what all bronies have in common? They watch My Little Pony. They claim to be atheists, and they wear whatever they're called, piddlies, fedoras. They claim they're
fedoras are.
They're actually.
Can we talk about
piddlies? They're piddlies. They're not fedoras.
Can we talk about how evil fedoras are?
We can go ahead.
I hate fedoras. I have a character called Evil Michael, and the only differential between me and him is that he wears a fedora.
Does he have a goatee?
Automatically
He should have a
It
goatee.
makes him evil.
He should have a
You
goatee.
should get a fedora.
I should get a fedora. I should get a fedora.
Do you have your
Sure.
Do you have your
You have a
mystery?
fedora.
No.
Okay.
Just make sure it's a
Do you have
fedora,
your
not a
mystery?
tiddly.
Yeah, seriously, I would
Really
keep
different.
There's a difference.
Oh, do you do? Okay.
It really has a feather.
Do you have a mystery?
A what?
Do you have a mystery
A mystery what?
that you would go back to?
He said
I
his.
said it.
You have yours. His is Hitler
His is
with ours.
super-
Oh, right.
Mine is the UFO.
What's yours?
We all.
You came up with this question. How did you not have some source
You did.
Let's say
You
it
used
again.
yours as an example, but say it again just so we go. So we're all clear. D.B. Cooper.
Right. UFO.
Well, to be
Hitler
fair,
art
I
school.
think Aliens is a pretty good one. Just like Aliens in general, and not go back to
Oh,
some.
yeah. He said it.
Yeah, like Aliens in general is a good one, but don't go back to somebody from it. Like, you know that dude in Alabama that talked about how the tornado was like a sound of a train? Not that guy, but any other Aliens guy. I'll go back and watch that one and see if it really happened. I'm assuming that guy's probably just high on that. Like any other alien situation, not that dude.
So aliens.
You could go to the extreme.
Also a plane.
Here's the thing.
Hitler.
Here's another one.
And art.
Personal mystery, because you already did a personal mystery.
You did a
Maybe
Right.
think
I
of
did
it.
have a personal mystery.
Personal mystery. Here's a personal mystery for me. Why did you leave me? God damn it!
And the best part is, you don't know what he's talking about.
It could be you.
That's why.
I couldn't commit to it.
With one tear, Mike. One tear.
No, take two.
Okay, right. Go
Take
ahead.
two.
Here we go.
Okay.
Why did you leave me?
Baby.
This is
And-
pathetic.
And with that, thank you very much for joining us for the
Yeah.
My game started from school.
Distracted Gaming. Thank you so much for joining us. What he said. Thank you.
I won.
He's okay.